taken down by an intense blow!
This is Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Nintendo Wii. Pokemon Battle Revolution is a game very similar to the Stadium games back on the Nintendo 64. However, it lacks mini-games, which were a popular feature in those titles, and it also is missing any sort of story, unlike its GameCube brethren. When you come into this, don't expect to be collecting badges or making little purple rats race each other, because you won't find such features here. This game was designed for pure battling, and does so well. That is, if you have one of the DS Pokemon games. If you don't, you're out of luck. Before I even start dissecting this game, let me put one warning out there for you people. Don't give this game a buy if you don't have at least one of the DS games, because without utilizing Pokemon you've trained yourself, you're stuck with horrible pre-made trainer cards. It is impossible to complete this game with the in-game Pokemon, so don't even try playing this without a DS Pokemon game handy. That aside, Pokemon Battle Revolution is a pretty satisfying game. It is the first in the series to let you customize your own trainer with clothing, hair color, and eye color. While they could have expanded on the customization greatly, what they did provide is good enough for the first entry into this type of system. Another good improvement over previous games is the attack animations. For the first time, a Pokemon uses a physical attack, it will actually get in the other Pokemon's face and attack instead of firing a random projectile like in games past. That and most of the attacks look really cool. Hell, you can even blast burn Pokemon with Charizard and air slash them in half. Any game you can burn people with monsters and cut them in half has to be at least decent. Classic Game Room taught me that much. Pokemon Battle Revolution's core gameplay involves battling in various Colosseums with different conditions. You'll find yourself choosing Pokemon off a roulette, which I might add sucks, having one-on-one matches with other Pokemon with no switch-ins, and of course there is also the standard single and double battles available as well. For beating the various Colosseums, you will receive points that can be spent either on clothing for your trainer, or on items that can be transferred into your DS game, such as TMs and hold items. All in all, this game is very rewarding for Pokemon fans and offers 20 to 30 hours of gameplay in the Colosseums alone. Once you complete everything in the core game, you can always take the battle online and face off against trainers from all over the world. With the friend code, you can have standard 6-on-6 battles if you fight on the random ladder. However, it is only 3-on-3 for single battles and 4-on-4 for double, which holds the online experience back a lot. Also, there's no way to filter out trainers using Ubers, and there's no ranking system, meaning that an inexperienced player will often run into a pro and get completely decimated. To be frank, if you know nothing of EVs and IVs, you really should not play this game online because you will almost always lose. Also, another warning is that Battle Revolution Online is polluted with people who use the PokeSave program. Ugh. So their Pokemon will have flawless stats and movesets with no effort put into them at all. If you don't like playing against cheaters, you may want to avoid playing this game online too much, if at all. And yes, Pokesavers, here are cheaters. I don't care if you're trying to save time. Having flawless Pokemon instantly is cheating. Luckily, legitimate players get the satisfaction of wiping the floor with you cheaters from time to time and putting you in your place. Minus the issues it has, Pokemon Battle Revolution is a very solid game and does what it was meant to well. If you want to battle Pokemon in 3D graphics, this is the way you should be doing it. Unfortunately, there's not a port of this for the CDI, but rest assured, every time someone brings Pokesave to your Battle Revolution, they will die at the hands of your Delibird. After all, nothing is more effective than a bird that stole presents from Jokey Smurf throwing them at cheaters. If you play against a Pokesaver in real life, make sure to have a gift box with your grandma's fruitcake in it handy. Nothing says screw you like a block of fruitcake to the face. There is one last thing I would like to note before closing up this review. Pokemon Battle Revolution is actually compatible with every single Pokemon DS game. Of course, not the Pokemon Ranger games or Mystery Dungeon, but you know, the classic Pokemon games. So if you were holding back buying this thinking that your game wouldn't work with it, don't worry. Go ahead and buy it because you'll have hours and hours of fun online. Pokemon Battle Revolution receives an official Gamers Triad score of 7.5 out of 10. If you enjoyed this review, please subscribe and leave any opinions or questions in the comment box. We would love to hear what you have to say. This is MagmaShishio for Gamers Triad, signing out.